Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, friends, fellow firearms enthusiasts. Today, here at Crooked Horse Rifle and Pistol, we have ourselves another Micro 9. Let's go to the bench and see what we got. So today, folks, we have, like I said, a new, well, not really new, but no, what's new to me, a new Micro 9 pistol. We're gonna try to move this, keep things moving, fight the rain. It's another rainy day here out in Lamar County, Mississippi. It's also a little cooler too. Temperatures really drop. But ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is the SIG P365. Since I did the Hellcat, did the Canic, and also the Reflex, thought it important, let's do a video of the granddaddy. So the 365, it's a striker file pistol, and it was released in January 2018, so it's almost 6 years old right now, and it's chambered in 9mm. So let's see what we got that comes out of the box. So out of the box, now you get your little congratulations thing, flyer, the SIG Sauer sticker, more SIG, advertisement stuff, National Rifle Association membership card, and then little thing for USCCA. Any of y'all actually a member of them? I'm not. And then we get the safety instructions, your little instruction manual. As always, make sure you read these. You might learn something about your pistol. Then we have our little chamber flag and the customary pistol, firearm lock. Like I always say, whether you choose to use them or not, it's entirely on you. Just remember, or know this: wrong hands get a hold of your firearm, you will be held accountable, and rightly so. Now the SIG comes with two 10-round magazines. Now mine only came with one, and the reason being, this one that I purchased was the display model. Got a little bit like, a little deal on it. No biggie. Now I ordered a couple 12-round magazines that you can get for these. But for my folks in California, hey, you got a pistol for you, 10 rounds. So the 365 here. This here is a striker file pistol. It's a polymer frame with a metal slide, and an overall length of about 5 3/4 inches, and you got a slide width about 3/4 inch, and a 1 inch width at the grip. Now for safety purposes, I already checked to make sure that this firearm is unloaded. We have a 3-dot tritium front and rear sights. You got a nice green one at the front sight, and then you got your two little ones on the back sight. And these sights are adjustable for windage. You have your front and rear slide serrations. Now, like the Hellcat, they're not very well defined. They are a little bit more defined, than the Hellcat, but even still, if you got, if your hands are wet or moist from sweat, you're gonna, just be aware you might have some slippage. Got ourselves a 2-inch accessory rail. Well, this particular model pistol, this one is optic, is optic, is the optic sight ready version, but this one does not have a manual safety, and you can tell or knows it does not have a trigger safety. However, there are models available, for a manual safety should you desire that. Now, like the Hellcat, spend a few extra ducats and go ahead and get the optic ready one. It was, just in case down the road you change your mind, you start wishing. Just saying. Got a magazine release that, right there. That can be, swapped to the other side for our wrong-handed shooters. Then we have a nice grip texture that, like the Hellcat, doesn't feel like you're grabbing 30 grit sandpaper. It's pretty comfortable. Now, I've been at I've gone to gun shows and picked up pistols that you pick it up and you can immediately it's like immediately tell that this ain't comfortable. Just because the grip is just so so coarse. So let's like I said, I'm fighting the weather, so we're going to put some more ammunition in, or refill our magazine. Now, this does not come with, they're like the other ones, a device to assist with the reloading, and it can be, as you get into the bottom of that magazine, kind of tough getting these bullets in. Especially if you got, for those of us that have a little bit of arthritis going on. So, if you do pick one of these up, you might want to consider purchasing a reload tool. Alright, so we're at 10. Now I'm shooting a 115 grain blazer, and we also got the 124 grain cellular and below. Now, I don't really know about you folks, but quite honestly, I like this ammunition. Their ammo. Let me know what y'all think of it. Well, let's get the eyes and ears on. See if we can hit anything. So our first 10 rounds, we're going to shoot the Blazer 115 grain, and we're going to start with steel targets. Closest one about 15 meters, and then going at to about 20 meters. Let's see if we can't hit anything. That's a very tough slide. I think that's the word I want to use. Wow, I think that's the first time in Crooked Horse history that I actually hit every single target. Oh, man. Well, that sure says something about this pistol. Let's put some 124 grain. Maybe I could do that again. Alright, so we've got 10 rounds. the 124 grain cellular below. And we're gonna see if we can't hit the target 10 times again. I don't know, it might just been a fluke. Clear. Well, 8 out of 10. I still take it. Well, let's go over to the paper target now. Alright, so we're back to the Blazer 115 grain ammo. And I will say, the magazine, it's starting to loosen up some, so it's making, it's becoming a little bit more easier reloading. It's just as soon as you get to that 10th round, though, it's still a little bit of a struggle. My initial impressions so far with this pistol is it does not seem as snappy as the Hellcat. But when we're putting the magazine in, I do notice kind of, doesn't go in quite smoothly. I kind of give it a bump. Really, you should be doing that anytime you load a pistol, though. Just to make sure that gives it that little extra, warm fuzzy that it's indeed seated in real well. So, got my pie plate or my little paper plate set up. There's that slide. That's that pull, man. There. I knocked my paper plate off. So now we got the 124 grain. Put a new paper plate up. Now, in case you're wondering why I like to use them paper plates, one, it's easier for me to see where my shots are going. I have difficulty, with the green background. And also, if you could get a good grouping at 13 yards within that little pie plate, then you're pretty much golden. So let's see if we can't get some rounds where we need it to be. Clear. So right behind my target, I have a steel, there's a gong target back there, and knowing that every time I hear that ping, I know I'm getting some pretty decent grouping. So let's take you closer and see see how we did. there's that plate that's right behind this target. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So probably 3 around here, but really not too shabby at 13 yards. So like we did with the Hellcat, now we're gonna shoot at a distance of 7 yards and see how we do. And we're just using 115 grain ammo. Yeah, we're clear. Let's move on up. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then there's 10 right there. So that's at 7 yards. And that was a more of a rapid fire. It was just a point and shoot. So now range on the P365, like your other Micro 9s, their happy spot seems to be between 2 and 15 yards. Which really is going to be where most of your your target engagements are going to be. However, there's also there's various reports that suggest the 365 can engage your two-legged mammals or mammal-sized targets out to 25 yards without issue, and some have even said as suggest as 50 yards. But like I said, the larger consensus is between 2 and 15 yards. If you're looking to purchase one of these pistols, you're looking anywhere between upper end of between $400 and $800, depending on the model you get. So I'm gonna refill this magazine. Let's see if we can't, like the Hellcat, push this out to some of our further targets. And we're gonna use some both the 115 and 124 grain. We're gonna start with the 124 grain this time. Alright, let's see how far we can go if we can't hit anything. Well, let's say 10, 25, 30, 45 meters. So I was able to them 3 round targets. I believe I hit them a couple times. Those are at 30 meters, and if you go to the right, that little red tombstone target out there, I believe that's 45 meters. So with the 124 grain ammo, now I was hitting targets, about 45 meters out. Now, I had one person ask me, why am I using metric? Well, quite simple. I was in the military for 20 years. And if you ever done land navigation, you know military, we do everything in metric. And I know what my pace count is in meters. I set my range up based on my pace, on my pace count. And then I ended up verifying make sure my numbers were correct. And they were. But let's see if we can't hit anything with the 115 grain. So, with the 115 grain, I got one target at the first target I hit was at the 20 meter mark, and then I got one at I believe that the 30 meter mark there. So let's go back to the bench. My final thoughts on the 365. Well, like I said, it's not as snappy, like the Hellcat is. Does feel comfortable in the hand. Now with the 10 round magazine, I'll be honest with you, even in my little hands, this pistol feels small in the hands. So if you have large hands, just keep that in mind. Going back to the the snappiness and recoil, it doesn't feel like you're having to, fight the pistol to maintain control. The sights, I feel real good or real comfortable with my sight acquisition, especially with the tritium front sight, and even the rear sights. You're not having to look around or thing like that. It's just real quick, really intuitive, on the sights. For your trigger pull, let's see in the camera there. So you got a little bit, maybe about, trying to estimate that, maybe about a ½ an inch of uptake before you feel the wall. Then you burn back a little more, get that click, and then hold it back. Real nice reset on that. So, overall, if you are looking for a Micro 9, something easily concealable, You know, this is definitely, you know, worthy of a consideration. Let's see here, you know, go in a, you know, fit in a pocket real nice. Let's see how we do in our pants pocket. I don't have a holster for it yet, but if you were to stick it in your pants pocket, you can easily reach in there. Now make sure anytime you're carrying a pistol in your pocket, you know, get a good holster for it. Especially you know, pistols that now don't have any type of safety. You don't want to be shooting yourself in the nether regions. But I feel a little bit of drizzle happening. So my friends, yeah, before I sign off, I want to say a couple things. We have the channel's hit a milestone. We have reached just over a little 100 subscribers, and for those of you that subscribed, I certainly appreciate your support. It may not seem like a lot of 100 subscribers, but you know, in a YouTube niche, if you will, you know, a new channel, you know, a newcomer on the block, you know, it's not easy finding your place, especially when you have, you know, so many other, you know, fine channels, you know, for people that can tune into. So again, for those of you that subscribe, appreciate your support. And for those that are new, watching this and considering subscribing, well, I appreciate your support too. And if you like that, if you want to continue to see more of these videos, from Crooked Horse Rifle and Pistol, just hit that subscription button, hit that like button. Now stay tuned for our next video. I'm working on something. I have a firearm that some may know it, and there's a lot of people that don't. So stay tuned for our next video, which probably coming around during Thanksgiving holiday. So until the next time, my friends, I'd like to thank you for coming out to Crooked Horse Rifle and Pistol in Lamar County, Mississippi. And as always, thank you for shooting with us. Now let's get out of here before I get all wet. So the rain is starting to pick on up.